right. So now you're getting more and more elderly patients developing this arthritis. So as that happening, what you may actually start seeing is that people may get more adverse events. So the balance is right there. So going back to your initial question, is that a real entity? For some patients, it is a real entity of having non-radiological SpA, which may go on to be SpA. But for many patients, and there are 50 different papers showing that pregnant patients will have edema on the sacroiliac, runners, people who run, will have edema on the sacroiliac, people who work with those electrical hammers will have edema in the sacroiliac area. And so if you have that and you're HLA-B27, somebody may call you an early spondyloarthropathy and non-radiological. And you may get treatment because you may have that edema, you may have some pain, and somebody will give you a drug. And they will say that the edema is gone once you actually, for whatever reason, you deliver or you stop running. And so now you get cured, and who stops the medication?
Yeah, and as you said,
complicated.
And as you said, it's not yet very clear if the early use of biologics is beneficial in these patients.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me give you one caveat to make your life even more complicated. There are two papers now. Yeah, nothing is easy in science, as you know. I mean, if COVID has proved one thing, is that nothing is easy in science. That there is two papers right now, or three papers in the literature, showing that if you treat psoriasis very early and very aggressive skin psoriasis, even not the very severe one, you may prevent the development of psoriatic arthritis. Now, you can take this in two sides. First of all, you can say, yes, Eduardo, but you are telling me about a real disease, which is psoriasis, with clear signs of symptoms of psoriasis, not like mild, no existing psoriasis, no, real psoriasis, and you're treating that and you're preventing the developing of psoriatic arthritis. You're right. On the other hand, you may say, well, but in the past, we should treat psoriasis with a cream, and the rate of psoriatic arthritis is not so high that it makes sense to treat everybody with psoriasis, which is a huge percentage of population, with biologics to prevent some people from developing psoriatic arthritis. But at least in that case, that's why I'm giving you an example of you treat early and aggressive, and there are now three papers showing that you may prevent the developing of another disease. But on the other hand, this is a real disease. It's like treating something different, like celiac people, and because you treat them early with diet and with all the things that you need to treat celiac people, you prevent autoimmune diseases like thyroiditis and psoriasis and other things. So you treat the real disease to prevent the second real disease. But your point, and your very good point, is I'm treating a disease that I'm not sure will prevent anything for the future. You may still develop your disease, and I'm giving you biologics and immunosuppressive drugs for a long time, which will increase the risk of severe adverse events.
And the cost as well, because biologics are expensive.
The cost is huge. Now, saying this, you can ask me now in the personal way, Eduardo, now not more as a science person, as a director of a researching unit, but as a doctor taking care of patients. Have you ever treated patients with non-radiological SpA? I would say yes. I have two people who I'm giving them biologics. They have young HLA-B27 males at the age of 40, not even 40, 35, severe sacroiliac pain. They have a clear edema. They were not runners. They were not working with electrical hammers. They were not clearly pregnant. And we gave them, and the pain totally subsided. Last week, one of those guys came to my office and said, when should I stop the drug? Has been on the drug now for 6 years. And I said, I don't know. So he said, I'm going to be on this drug for the next 60 years? If I die at the age of 90? I said, I don't know. And he has a very fair question.
Yeah.
Because the only thing he had was edema in the sacroiliac area. Now, he still is not sure he wants to stop it because he has such a severe pain that it was not getting better with anti-inflammatory, was not getting better. So it is a much easier case to make the point that you make his life